How about now? You able to hear me at all? Okay, great. So I guess I should repeat some things. What do I need to say? First up, I stocked up on, I ground money between sessions precisely so that I could do this, stocking up on rods. And actually no, I want the frost rod for this next bit. And actually that's about it probably. What just happened? What I did, I lose frost rod. Actually that's about it. While I was grinding, Galef got to a high enough level of Time Mage for now, so I switched that to Arts. So yeah, he's got level 2 Time Magic, which is good enough for now. And yeah, we were arrested and taken to prison, where we met Sid, who is trying to get them to who was arrested for trying to stop them from using the crystal enhancing technology that he developed for the entire world, and which resulted in the previous 2 crystals we encountered shattering. So now we're headed onto the fire-powered ship. Because the fire-powered ship is going out of control and Sid built it, and he insisted we be brought along as his assistants. Took you long enough. And I can't think of a good voice to use for Sid. Or rather, I can't think of a good voice, but I don't think I'm capable of it. Which is either Dr. Dubenschmertz or Professor Farnsworth. Either would be good. I don't think I'm capable of them. Just as I suspected, the ship's engine is what's draining the crystal's power. The engine? Yes. If the engine isn't stopped and quickly, the fire crystal will shatter. Will you go and turn it off? I have no idea what that was. I just cannot think of a good voice for him. This door leads inside the ship. It'll be tough going from here on. The ship's been overrun with monsters. Good luck. We're counting on you. I mean, that was just straight up a Leslie Nielsen line from Airplane. Maybe Leslie Nielsen in Airplane is the way to go, but that's literally just calm monotone, a little on the deep side. This is what I consider the first real dungeon in the game, as in, like, the first place with lots of choices where it's relatively easy to get lost. Okay, yeah. And that is why we stock up on rods. probably do me good to remember that it heals those hideous face guys. There we go. You know what I probably should have also checked my supply of is potions. How am I doing on those? Oh, pretty good. This is a small group. I can just fight them. I like the noise it makes as you're going up. So that's a good, solid, stuff is changing noise. Lick is what confused me. Okay. Good to know. Trying to remember. Like, that bounces me back. Okay. There is actually only one way to go from here. Levels are nice. Oh, except I very much do not want to be a multiple level 5 for the next dungeon. So, hopefully that changes. Crawling through the ducts, as one does. Once I kill that guy, these enemies are mostly no problem. So, you still in the chat? Or how's things going? Haven't talked in a while. I don't remember what any of these doors do. I'm gonna try them all. Okay. That's the thing that happened. Being able to hear me is good. I meant more generally. Hey, Matt! Astral Boko is strong. Oh, wait, no, that's actual progression. I don't want that yet. That would be a great weapon if I had ninjas, which I don't. But I think thieves can use it too, but I also don't have those. Actually, can thieves use that? I don't remember. Oh, that's not good. That's better though. How did Boko end up the god of this world? Let's switch. Who's gonna be a time mage next? How about Lena? Switch books to a knight. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will allow that answer. Well, of course, what else would you do with divine power? Like, that's obvious. Honestly, yeah. Okay, wait. If that's... then what's... Is this not... Is this... not progress? That was a one-way thing I just went across. No, that wasn't progress. Well, okay then. Let's try a third path. There we goes. These gloves. An item that improves an ability I cannot possibly access. Yay. I'm not sure Benevolence will save you in Seiken Densetsu. Because there's at least one of those where the Monotree is the last boss. I'm pretty sure. I've only ever played the first 4. And the most recent was the 3rd. But I'm pretty sure there's at least one of those where you fight the Monotree as a boss. Actually, wait. Lena, you can't equip shields at all anyway. Oh, it only applies to swords, katanas, or axes. Okay. So you hang out in FF5 because They're not going around trying to kill God. Capital G God isn't the final boss in Seiken Densetsu 2 or 3. Just putting that out there. Because 2 is the Mana Beast, and 3 is, well, 3 varies. Oops. No, Final Fantasy Legend isn't Seiken Densetsu. You're thinking of Saga. Right? Final Fantasy Adventure was Seiken Densetsu 1, and then after that they were called Mana. I'm pretty sure. Where am I going? How have I gotten so bloody turned around? See what I mean about this being the first real dungeon in the game? Oh great, now we're all blind. Or well, 2 of us are. I mean, that's fair, Matt. That is fair. But I thought Astral Boko was all-knowing. Alright, now we use Tent. Okay, that's fair. And I guess you're only serving as a conduit for him? Shoot, which way do I want that? I mean, fair. Very fair. Ah, shoot. Ceiling box. I mean, clearly. I mean, I don't know what else to call them. If those squiggly guys are the last enemies alive and you kill one, chains happen. Like they come down on chains. Ah, dang it. I did pick the wrong way. What are the squiggly guys? Defeaters? Also, I never thought about this before, but crew dust are the ghosts of crew members who burn to death, aren't they? They're like possessed ash. Murderinettes. Murderinettes works, but also sounds like a goon squad from 60s Batman. No, it wouldn't be murder in 60s Batman. I do like it when enemies can't hurt me. Like, if it happens too much, it's a boring game, but a little of that? Always nice. Apparently, the murderinettes are called motor traps, but, like, that doesn't sound like robots that come out of the city ceiling. It sounds like something the British Highway Patrol set up. No, that's a totally fair point, Matt. Like, absolutely agree. And the Adam West Batman movie is one of the best Batman movies, frankly. It is a very successful comedy, like action comedy. Right, and like, yeah, that'll, you know, probably ruin your plans for the day. Exactly. Or like, sure, you might get dehydrated into a cube by the Joker, but you'll be rehydrated by the end of the day, and like, it gives a great story to tell. Exactly. Oh, it's easily better than any of the Nolan Batman movies. Those are honestly probably the worst Batman movies. They're okay movies, but they're not as good as any of the animated ones, and certainly not, or Adam West or Tim Burton. Okay, Christopher Nolan ones, actually I take that back. Christopher Nolan ones are better than, what's his name's Batman movies. The guy who, took over after Tim Burton. No, exactly. Am I good with my party's current health and configuration? We could do a little potioning. Schumacher. Yeah. His Batman movies just, like, people at the time disliked them because they had a sillier tone. That's not my problem with them. My problem with them is that they are just deeply through and through misanthropic. Queen Karnak. What's she doing here? Meddling dolts, you shall pay for interfering with my revival. No, we're fine with you resuming your music career. You don't have to set fire to us. Liquid Flame is a pretty cool boss concept, but, we've got rods. If you get a ninja, scrolls are the next best way to do damage. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's a problem with late 90s comic book movies in general. Like, the X-Men movies have the same problem. I mean, Burton did not have this problem, but after him, like, basically all the comic book movies have this problem until the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans. Exactly. The 60s Batman was camp. And it was very successful camp. The problem with the X-Men movies is that they were embarrassed of being comic book movies and tried to be serious action movies instead. And it didn't work. At least I don't think it did. They made a good try, but no. The X-Men, first of all, I don't know that the X-Men work well in movies to begin with, because what's good about the X-Men is the soap opera. Did I just advance dialogue with the stick? The hell? Okay, well, I don't know what she was saying before that, but I was being controlled by something, a creature of pure evil. It desires to envelop everything in darkness. Your Highness, the crystals, it's not just the machines that are destroying them. Something evil is using their power to resurrect itself. Please, save the fire crystal. It's in the room just through that pipe. Yeah, that's pretty fair. They were, for the time, better than anything else, live action. Because they are roughly contemporaneous with stuff like, well, I think Mask of the Phantasm was earlier, but like Mystery of the Batwoman, Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, like, there was some great stuff happening in DC Comics animation contemporaneous with the X-Men movies. But yes, compared to anything else going on in live action at the time, I agree. Wait, is she an elected queen? You know, that's one thing. Everybody gives the Star Wars prequels flack for that, but that is a thing that exists in the real world. There is such a thing as elected monarchs. It's basically, in order to be a candidate, you have to be in the line of succession, but instead of it being the oldest sibling, like the oldest of the ruler's children, there's an election between them. There's at least one African country where that's how the ruler is elected. I'm blanking, like, not the ruler, but because they're a constitutional monarchy, but the head of state is a hereditary elected position and referred to as a king or queen. Try to remember which one it is. It's the one where the queen just kind of left the country, went to the US, and got a PhD. Hi, Fruit Bat. I did not know about Poland. The Vatican, I'm not so sure about, because does the Pope count as a monarch? Like, oh yes, it is time for a new job. The fire crystal. Potato salad? Thank goodness it's still intact. Geloff? We won't let you touch the crystal, werewolf. No, I know it's independent. But is the Pope... Is the Pope a monarch or an oligarch? Is kind of my question. I guess, yeah, he's not accountable to any kind of, like, council. I mean, he's selected by one, but... Yeah, alright, I'll give you the Pope as an elected monarch. But not an elected king, because he doesn't use the title king. Unfortunately, Geloff, we can't get you that wardrobe because we've already not gotten Berserker as a job. And when I say unfortunately, I mean thank God, because that's annoying as fuck. Stand down, I am not your enemy! I'm not so sure about that. What if I want you to be my enemy? Fighting a werewolf sounds badass. Geloff, say something! What's wrong? Why did I do that on the O? Dear God. You know me. Nah, yeah. Well, you know me. Can't remember a thing. Who in blazes am I? I mean, the Pope is also a theocrat. You there, what have you done? Sending that much power through the crystal will smash its smithereens. And this makes 3. One more and the seal is broken. Mwahahaha! And not even the power of Boko will stop me. It's no good. The switch is busted. Geloff, I'll hold this back. You four must escape. We only have one chance left. Save the Earth Crystal. I had no idea what I was trying. I know what I was trying to do with his voice, but I missed in a different direction every time. Go. Once the crystal shatters, the whole room will go up in flames. Get out of here. Protect the last crystal with your lives. Werewolf whose name I don't know. We have to help him. Actually, my name is Werewolf. It's a funny story. But I guess it's sort of like when humans are named Man. Mom! Mom! Caleb, you're our only hope. I do not know that reference, Matt. The flames be dying. Yeah, I've never heard of them, Matt. The fire must have lost its the fire crystal must have lost its power. The crystal's shattered. Where's the werewolf? He probably got trapped in the fire, couldn't get out. We have to hurry. This castle was held together by the power of the fire crystal. Hold up, so now that the crystal's gone, the castle's gonna blow? Exactly. We have no time to lose. Time until Karnak explodes. 10 minutes. Not precisely what I meant to do, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, so come down here. I don't think. Oh my god. Inability to use buttons. Okay. Any other churches? No. Sorry, I'm not going to be engaging with the chat while I do this bit because... Ooh, ribbon. If I get Dancer, that'll be really good. Otherwise, I won't be able to equip it. No, not here. Ferris. I believe time on the menu is free. I really hope so, because otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. No, why can't I? Why am I doing that? It's much more of a time saver, too. That cost me a lot of time. Okay. Oh my god. I hate when things do that. Cost me so much time. Oh my god. But Elven Mantle is seriously worth it. There's only a handful in the game, and they are among the best accessories you can get for a huge chunk of it. Pretty much until you can buy Ace Shoes. They're the best accessory you can get. And I think any job can equip any accessory. No, that's not true. But any job can equip them, I'm pretty sure. And yes, I'm aware I'm cheesing my way through this. It's because there is a time limit, and I want all the chests. I'm not trying to get the every chest achievement, but because I've already got it. But just as a point of thing, I try to get every chest here. A point of thing? Mostly because the stuff in the chests is good. Like, large amounts of money, elixirs, Elven Mantle. This one is going to contain a really good knife, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, main gauche. Gauche? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it is a very good knife. It ups evade, which is a very powerful stat in this game. Almost there. Almost to the boss. Didn't see what that contained. Really? It's man god gauche? And I'm actually not going to use the ice rod yet here for reasons. Those reasons being I don't want to kill the sergeant too fast. Normally, sergeants are programmed to run away when you kill all their guys. This guy, he's no ordinary soldier. Oh, that was Lena. Show us your true form. Ha 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 ha. You wish to know my true identity? I am the famed bounty hunter, Iron Claw. Morph. And now we kill it with fire, because what is that? He's literally a claw. Oop. Crystal shards. Will you lend us your power as well? Resting within the shard, a warrior's spirit. Beastmaster, please no. Geomancer, acceptable. A lot of people really dislike Geomancer. I actually think it's got some good stuff. Ninja. Now that would be a good one to get. Fire! Let's find out what we've got. Would have helped if I had this up in advance. But fire job. Oh, I mean, really powerful in combination with Knight, but ugh, Ranger. Which means I don't even get it yet. I don't get it for a while. Dang. Okay. I am going to take a break for a couple of minutes because it's been streaming for an hour. I'm going to make some tea and refill water and assorted good stuff. Back in a few minutes. checking in with chat. Matt, what was the thing you were saying degree of incredulity about? You recall? Man Gauche. I can't. It's gotta be Main Gauche. I've been calling it that for like 20 years. Ah, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, I thought you were leaving, like, for the whole stream, R. I guess you were just AFK for a bit? Let's see. No. That's a more damaging weapon? Wow. Okay, well, maybe then. And we actually do want to switch to flame rods and give you the elven mantle. Let's go back into town and heal up. Bum, bum, bam, bam. Bum, bum, bam, bam. Bum, bum. The queen is upstairs, but she's been wounded. Does she know her castle was destroyed? Probably? Stock up a bit. There are enemies in the next dungeon who can frog me, and these are dirt cheap, so... Phoenix Towns are so expensive in the early Final Fantasies. Which makes sense, honestly. Death shouldn't be cheap. We were lucky to get out of the castle with our lives. Ah, that came out much too southern. We rescued the queen from the fire-powered ship, but she sustained injuries. The queen has been delirious since we found her. The darkness! Don't come any closer. Ah, right. He sells stuff for new jobs that can't equip anything else we've gotten before. No, I think we're good. Wait. I forget. Do I need to talk to City McSitterson? This is the wrong house. Oh, and there are treasures I can reach now. Because the fires are out. By treasures, I really mean treasure, singular. But hey, not gonna sneeze at a flame rod. Well, I know for certain that I'm not getting barred. But the piano side quest is still cute, so I'm still gonna do it. Alright, see you in a bit, R. That was almost a tune. It was a tune, it was just clumsily done. Nope. I'm trying to remember if I need to talk to Sid before I move on. I probably should make one last attempt to and then move on. So, is he here? Yes. Oh, if only I'd never made those infernal machines. Everything. All of this is my fault. If it weren't for me. Sid! Professor! Arr. Must be tough for him. Now he's probably at the bar. Sid! Oh, leave me alone. If only I hadn't made that infernal machine. Professor, it wasn't your fault. Please, just let me be. I guess I'm doing weird sad voice for him. Breathy and sad. Sure. Okay, now we move on. Zoo. Okay, we're doing a quick save before we go in the desert. Because there is a random encounter in the desert. Okay, we avoided it. That is unbelievably vicious and hard to run away from. love this track. Oh. The arranged version is actually not as good. It doesn't have that, like, noise. There it is. This is the library of the... what am I doing? This is the library of the ancients, an archive of old texts. Why, you should be reading right now. Some books in the basement have been possessed by monsters. Such a shame. I feel like there's something important in these pages. This is the library's oldest tome. However, half of its pages have been lost, so we don't really know what it's about. I don't know why I am giving them a, like, mocking nerd voice. Librarians are deeply deserving of our respect and incredibly powerful and incredibly helpful, and there are multiple in my family. Huh? Yeah, but I'm not even sure you can read a book that has all its pages. A long time ago, Ifrit would burn the possessed books for us. Yeah, this is the ancient library. We only want to burn the books that are possessed, but we don't know which one those are. Well, we should go back to Tycoon. Let's see how fighting them normally goes. Or if I should just flame rod my way through the place. Wait, what level are my people? Am I still vulnerable to level 5 death? No. And won't be for a while. I mean, point R. But I mean, they are going through the books trying to determine which ones are possessed. That's magic librarian type activity. Oh yeah, I don't know if any of them actually told me this, but mid is missing and must be found. That is a distinct danger. Yes. It is possibly too effective. Okay, how do I get this last one? There we go. We already blew up the last dungeon we were in. Maybe we shouldn't do another. Ha ha ha. Ooh, we got up to 128 this time. 256. That's as high as they go, because apparently the page numbering scheme is a signed integer. Or no, unsigned single byte integer. Wow, all the way up and back down again. I'm not sure which I want. Let's try this first. Oh no, I've been slimed. It admittedly is, yeah. Okay, I didn't want to go this way first. I am Ifrit. For many years I have existed, sealed within the pages of this book. I love chaotic magic libraries. I never played the Discworld PC game, but the ones in the Discworld books in general, huge impact on my young mind. I'm trying to remember what my first encounter with them was. I don't remember. It was definitely something I saw before the Discworld books. Maybe it was something in a cartoon? Did Gummy Bears have a chaotic magic library in it anywhere? For some reason, I'm leaning Gummy Bears, or maybe Smurfs. I mean, yes, but you also actually have to fight him to proceed. And by fight him, I mean snap a single frost rod. Enough! I see you have the power to snap a stick. You have proven your worth. I shall grant you the use of my powers. No, see, I never actually saw the Page Master. Oh, did you miss that? We got, Ranger, which I don't have access to yet. Oh shit. Butts is dead. Well, in that case, yes, backtrack. I do not have any I've never played any Discworld games. I've read every book except the last one. I tried, I started it, but its lastness, I can't yet. Too soon. And yes, I'm aware it's now been, like, years. Still too soon. I respect that. I've looked at some GURPS books. I've never actually played GURPS. I don't think. Maybe at some point in high school? Yeah. Terry Pratchett is literally my favorite author of all time. Reading his last book is tough. Exactly. Yeah. You're right, Fruit Bat. That threw me for a loop, too. I was like, am I misremembering the title? Because I thought it was The Shepherd's something. Mwahaha! None shall pass! Ah! Ifrit! Sorry, sir! And that's why getting Ifrit matters even if you're not a summoner. You literally can't pass otherwise. I do wish, like, this page concept is great. I do wish there were literally any other enemies in this dungeon. Like, one of this game's great strengths is how varied the combat can be, but not in the Ancient Library. Ninja suit. Don't have a thief or a ninja, so that's not gonna matter, and I just went the wrong way. I don't think I'm familiar with either of those, Matt. I still love the Ancient Library for its ancient library-ness and fantastic music track, but the encounters are a little boring. I think it's because I think the other problem is that you always fight them one-on-one, which is kind of necessitated by the page setup. I don't know. That's pretty cool. I like the visual of a book jumping out at you as you open up the hidden passage in the shelf. That's also pretty cool, Matt. Oh my god, I have to fight it every time, though? Definitely using a tent. Is that mid? Stay on your toes. Stay on your toes. I have a bad feeling about this place. Arrgh. So this is the end, but only for me. Very soon the Master's Seal will be blown wide open. What voice shall I use for Egg Mid? I say Egg Mid because Mid is a girl in FF14, so transition clearly occurred. Huh? I told you not to bother me. I mean, this is the only voice he can have. I'm sorry. I told you not to bother me when I'm reading. Also, it's frankly a parody of my own voice as an egg. Don't tell me you were engrossed in that book the whole time. What whole time? Now that you mention it, I did hear some rustling behind me. Was that you? What? You've gotta be kidding. Ah, a strange bird this one be. Aurora Avis, if you will. Whatever, guess it's time to go back, huh? You guys coming or what? I know a shortcut. I mean, yeah, he is truly part of the library. Mid, there you are. Mid, you're all right. Thank you for finding Mid. Thank goodness you're safe. Huh? You came to save me? I don't know what I needed to be saved from, but it was nice of you all the same. Quite possibly, Fruit Bat. Oh yeah, look at this! Mid immediately forgets about the danger because he's got a book to show off. I found the most amazing book! Check it out, I bet with this method we could get the fire-powered ship moving. I gotta tell Grandpa Sid about it right away. I am hating doing this voice for him. It is so wrong. I don't know what to do. I am out of voices. Maybe I do dashing hero voice for him. That sounds fun. I don't know, though. Look at that haircut, though. It's like a page boy haircut, but actual medieval. Sid? Oh, you know him. He's my grandfather. Yeah, I'm going to do that for Mid. Grandpa is so awesome. When he gets absorbed in his research, he's unstoppable. He never gives up until he's found the solution. Maybe that's how he be in the past, but not now. What are you talking about? I just be saying. He sure is acting like he's given up now. What? He would never do that. Wait, Mid. I would love to be able to do more voices. Is that a thing you can take a class on? It has to be, right? Like... Alright, we're heading back. What on earth is an Ager? It's freaky, whatever it is. Okay, so far, the Divine Boko supports going on adventures and beating the elderly. This is what I'm gathering of, like, the Bokoan way. Oh yeah! That's the story where, Thor tries to drink the ocean, right? Oh, okay, that one. Oh, he's the one with the Cauldron of Plenty. Could be a mold bug. Where am I going? Oh, right, the bar. Yeah. Yeah. Ager was the Cauldron of Plenty, right? Sid! No. Mid isn't here. Come on, man. Pull yourself together. Leave me alone. Don't waste your time on a worthless old lump like me. Grandpa! Mid? Ouch! Mid, stop that! What are you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing, you silly old fool? You never give up. Never! Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying this voice for Mid. Mid. You always told me not to be afraid of failing. You told me that if you mess up, you have to start over and try again. What happened to that? Mid. Just try again. Mid, you're absolutely right. Of course I am. It's not over. The Earth Crystal is still out there. Yeah, but where? That I don't know, but we've got to find it and protect it. And to do that... Yeah. Yeah, definitely hid. Lovely, lovely woman. Died too young. We'll need the fire-powered ship. Yes, we'll need to get the ship moving again. But without the crystal... Way ahead of you, Grandpa. Just look at this. Bonk. Mid, where'd you dig this up? I see, like that. Nice work, Mid. This could do it. Let's go invent the internal combustion engine in the next 10 minutes. All right, let's get to work. Yeah! Oh, right. I want to switch back to arranged. Wow, that's barely different at all. Out of the way! You'll have to excuse Mid, he's all fired up. We'll take care of the ship, you just sit tight. Gillip, what's wrong? You do look even stranger than usual. Gillip, are you alright? My head. It was like I could almost remember. Grandpa. Mid? Grandpa! Crowd. Ouch, Mid, stop that. What are you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing, you silly old fool? You never give up. Never. Ow! Hey, knock it off. Silly old fool. Crow. Why the fuck did we think that would be a good name? Kuru or Kara would obviously be a better translation of the Japanese. Should have just called her Kara. Galuf, what happened? Did you remember something? I'm not from this world. I'm from the planet where Kryl is a good name. Yeah, it's just not. Kuru is acceptable. Kara is the best one. If you really wanted to stretch it, you could do Carol. I came here in a meteorite sent from another world. Because the evil we'd sealed away 30 years ago was beginning to reawaken. I came here to stop it. Evil is reawakening? That's right. And a terrible evil at that. The Dark Warlock, X-Death. No doubt about it. The power of the 4 crystals converges on this spot. Perfect. We'll use their power to seal X-Death here. I came here once before to seal him away 30 years ago. So, if all 4 crystals are destroyed, then the seal you placed on X-Death will be broken? Right. My head. Galuf. Still can't remember clearly. We can't allow X-Death to be revived. It really does, Cheshire. It really does. Galuf, I'm okay. Slept like a top. What does that mean? Slept like a top. Haha, I sound like an old man. What does slept like a top mean? Outside of this game, has that sequence of words ever occurred anywhere? Hey, it's finished. We are so awesome. I'm really enjoying using that voice when mid is written like a 70-year-old's idea of how teenagers talk. Presenting a boat that will sail without any wind. Now we have a ship, we can go find the Earth Crystal. Righto. We're counting on you. We'll return to the Library of the Ancients for now. We should be able to find some more clues there. That, I guess? See, am I the perv? Am I the only one whose brain goes to the kind of top that happens in bed? Because that's where my brain goes, and I'm pretty sure that's not what it's intended. But yeah, like, I'm hearing your explanations for referring to the toy, but like, what? If you need anything, make sure to stop by. Take care of yourselves. Also, since they never appear at the same time, I am totally reusing Mid's voice for Gilgamesh. I'm telling you that now. We're off. Fair, Cheshire. Do I want to go back into town and buy anything? Yes, I do, actually. Since I'm going to sea. And that's why the Elven Cape is good. Do you see Ferris just dodge with it? I just literally have never heard the expression outside of this game. I'm sorry. Oh, I should actually switch to the Thunder Rod for Ferris. Actually, what oh, Ferris is already at Time Mage level 3, so everybody's gotten to at least level 2. So I'm actually going to switch Gala back to Time Mage. Because that's where I ultimately intend for our time magic to go. Ooh! That's actually really good for a mage. Why do I not... Oh. And then I'll switch Ferris back to Knight. With, I guess, time magic, why not? I am just plunging ahead with plot because, well, honestly, because there is other side stuff I could do right now, but I just spent all my money, so I actually can't. Oh my god, these guys are annoying. Are you serious? It did no damage. Them again. Okay, Thunder Rod did no damage. So, let's Flame Rock them. That went nicely. Oh, not again. It's another Quake. Huh? What the crap? The ship? Oh. Oh no. The ship's sinking. It is true. Birds are jerks. Oh, down it goes. I remember when I was a teenager, walking to school, there was one bird that would attack me every time I walked past its tree. Total jerk of a bird. We get a lot of earthquakes on this island. Each one causes a whirlpool to form in the bay. Don't tell me your ship was sucked into one. Ha ha ha, well aren't you unlucky? This island is blessed. Crops grow on their own, and even though it rarely rains, nothing ever seems to need water. That came out a little too southern. Another good harvest this year. It's all thanks to the fertile soil we have on this island. Actually, I'm not going to go shopping yet. Or anything in this town yet, except maybe Spellbind. Nope. You must be tired from your journey. Here's a song for you. If you sing it in battle, little by little, your energy will increase. Why am I doing this? Bard isn't a thing for me. I am playing this piano though. Ferris has so much hair. Like, I have a lot of hair. That's a lot of hair. What in tarnation is that? Is it a chocobo? Doesn't look like any chocobo I've ever seen. Whatever it is, I'll catch it. Quack! It's a black chocobo. Is the black chocobo like how does the black chocobo fit into the Boko theology? Oh, this means they aren't extinct after all. Or does Boko not see color? Guess not. I heard black chocobos can fly, so giddy up. Quack! Well, it didn't giddy. Did you break it or something? Not funny, old man. Sounds like it got something stuck down its gullet. Crystal shards. The explosion at Karnak Castle must have set them flying over here. And because he swallowed them, he couldn't fly. How heavy are these things? Clearly they weigh more than my entire party combined. Anyway, we got Barden Ranger. Ew, they're still sticky. But now maybe he'll be able to fly. This is one of my favorite incarnations of the Chocobo thing. But, okay, that's fair. Alright, who's gonna be a ranger first? Given his lifestyle as a, let's say knight errant, as opposed to hobo, I'm kind of leaning butts. Yeah, I'm gonna go with butts. Yes, I just asked the chat a question and then answered it myself before you could answer. But, here we go. God, that looks goofy. It's Robin Hood in a bad vest. I guess time magic? You literally don't have a hat he can wear. Yeah, he's basically Himbo Aragorn. Okay, we are going back into town because I believe they have better weapons for him. That I can't afford. I don't think there's any staff users coming up. I don't think there's any staff users on the 4th crystal. We've already not gotten Geomancer or Beastmaster. We might get a 3rd glove wearer, so I'm going to leave that be for now. We also might go up against something that uses a lot of, what's it called? Stuff. Yeah, we don't have Ninja or Thief. Not going to be able to steal. Could get Dancer, so I'm keeping the ribbon for now. And now I can afford all 3. For, you know, enemies with differing weaknesses. Now you're going with Thunder for now. And that means one of you two gets the main Gauche. I'm going with Ferris. Okay, you got me good, R. Buy less magic. That is me, honestly. Buy less magic rods. No. Okay. I think we're done here. No, that's not what I meant to do. Oh no. Okay, good. I know, Cheshire. Based on what it does, you can kind of headcanon that it's an offhand defensive weapon and you're using a generic sword in your dominant hand. Because that's its thing, is it ups defense. Or not defense, evasion. Well, there's no point in going there, because it's just a shop. I forget, where am I going now? Why did we go to Crescent in the first place? Okay, well, this was the right place. I remember correctly. I just don't remember why. Yes? I maybe did do that and immediately forget I had done that, R? Hey, you're back. Sid, we found Crescent Island, but the fire-powered ship sank. I guess they sent me to Crescent Island. Oh, so? I think that's meant to be oh so, not like oh, so? Whatever, we'll just build a new one. More importantly, we've learned the whereabouts of King Tycoon. There are games where you can dual wield shields. Also, WTF FF14. What? He was spotted in Karnak and was seen entering the desert of shifting sands. Shifting sands? That be the opposite of ocean. It's the desert to the west of here, where the sand flows like water. Hence the name. They say that beyond the dunes is the town of ruin, but no one can even enter the desert to find out, let alone cross it. If no one can enter the desert, how did the king manage to do it? For that matter, how does anybody know what's on the other side? Yeah, that's a point. Good question. Witnesses claim to have seen him floating in midair. Floating? Father. Oh, come on. It's not like we're getting any closer to the desert by sitting around here. Doesn't matter how close we get to it if we don't know how to get in. Are you afraid of some sand, old man? I'm sure we'll figure something out once we see it. Let's check it out. You should actually be in the back. Fair point. Fair point. Don't mind me. Avoiding death. Wait, this is the wrong way. Seriously, I do not want to deal with the Catoblepises right now. They are way overpowered for this level. And I don't have a blue mage, so there's not even the motivation of learning off of breath. R, we'll get a sandship towed by Sildra's sandworm cousin, Sandra. I love it. Alright, we're heading to the desert, so if I remember correctly, ice is the way to go. And this is another good track. Most of the music in this game is good. There's very little that stands out as much as the best tracks in some of the other Final Fantasies, but it's solid all the way through. I knew this would be a hopeless endeavor. Wait. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and the orchestra hasn't even started tuning up yet. We'll build a bridge. It's a little risky, but you guys are all about danger, right? How it works is, we use this bell to call the sandworm, then you guys waste it, and there's your bridge. Not the most sophisticated of methods. You aren't that sophisticated of a guy. If you're all set, we'll call the sandworm. You guys ready? Oh yeah, if you use any magic on the sandworm, you'll be sorry. Good luck. Here goes. I could just Ice Rod the bastard, but... Oof, Cheshire. Oh, shoot. Oh! Well, okay then. That was pretty straightforward. If you attack the holes instead of him, he or if you use magic, he counterattacks with a powerful percentile-based attack. I forget if it's gravity or gravajaw. Yeah. Game, set, and match. Now you can get into the desert. Sid, Mid, take care of the black chocobo while we're gone, okay? Good luck. Oh, good luck. Take care. Vroop. Oh no, that's my last tent. I mean, I could use a cottage, but... those are a little OP for this, a little unnecessary for this level, I believe. The black joke was sick. It what? Sandra, no! I'm trying to remember, do sand bears drop the best spear for the first world, or do you steal it from them, in which case it would be useless for me to try to get it? I mean, that's assuming I even encounter a sand bear. They're not a common encounter. I think it's a rare drop rather than a, but I'd have to check. Well, if it is a steal, I can't get it. So... and who knows if I'm even going to be using spears. I'm just considering the possibility that I get a Dragoon for the last job. Chemist is kind of the ideal, but... let's see... there we go. Dancer is acceptable. Holy shit! Ow! So mean. If I had tents, I would be using one of those, but I don't want to use my cottages before I can buy them. That was really mean. Holy shit. Yeah, I was about to make a joke about, like, oh no, it's an enemy that's alive. But, gah. So when they said Town of Ruin, okay, it does have a name. Go. Like, it's literally just a town that's in ruins. Guess this is that Town of Ruin Sid was talking about. There are no chests to be found here, so let's just wander about. Did you see King Tycoon, perhaps? Yeah, I may be slightly underleveled. And there he goes up here. Father! Papa. Did he really? Ferris. Arr. I knew it. You really are my sister. I be sorry. I wasn't sure I should tell ye. I wasn't even certain myself. Ferris. Lena. Galef down in the corner is just delightful. This, to me, is the scene that epitomizes this game. Galef, specifically Galef down in the corner, is what, to me, epitomizes this game. This is what makes it distinct from the other Final Fantasies. Where are we? What a strange place. Say, what happened to the old man? Huh? He's not here. We must have gotten separated when we fell. He'll be okay. He's a tough old cuss. I'm sure we'll run into him again later. Come on, let's get going. And he's like freaking out down there. Phew. That to me just like no other FF game would do this little scene. And it's a cute little scene. Now wait one cotton-picking minute. That was an awfully quick decision to ditch me. Yikes, sorry. There we go. Oh no, this is another one that's better in the original. Yeah. What is this? Look out! Meanwhile... East-west home is best, even if you're a chocobo, Butts should be thrilled. We went above and beyond the call of duty. Now, how do we get home? I do think this is a reference to the fact that in FF4, if you get on a black chocobo and fly it somewhere, get off it, do stuff, when you get back on, it automatically goes home. Phew, that was close. I believe that was a warp device. I must have fallen into disrepair. Activating it must cause something to snap. Oh, this is actually the wrong way. Here we go. Sure, why not? Raguo Ragla. Is that a reference to something? Budge! Huh? Something's carved into the wall. Check the planters in the center room. There's a note here. Read the notepad in the room on the right. Made you look! Neener, neener, neener. Ugh, so childish. Calm down, Butts. Arr, before you get your pantaloons in a twist, take a look. It's another note. Check the urn. Oh. And the bonus boss is named Raguo Ragla? Down 8 and right 4, then pull what's there. Pull the switch. This is... Hey, it's a fire-powered ship! But I thought it sank. And what's that ship over there? Propellers? On a boat? What's up with that? Where... What else would you be putting propellers on? There are no aircraft in this world, Butts. How do you even know what a propeller is? Where have you encountered one before? Mid. Actually, the fire-powered ship probably has propellers on it. How else does it get around? Oh. What the butts? Lena, Ferris, Galuf! What are you guys doing here? I think that's our line. Where'd you guys come from? We rode the Black Chocobo back to Crescent Island. Then all of a sudden, a hole opened up beneath our very feet. Wait, so we're underneath Crescent Island? Well, yeah, but if he saw it on the fire-powered ship, why is he surprised to see them on a boat? He's being a himbo. I need to let it go. He's being a himbo. That's a fair point, Cheshire. That explains the fire-powered ship being here. This place must have been built by the ancients. Huh. And this propeller ship? Maybe you should ask Grandpa about that. Huh? Wait, where'd he go? Yeah, that's a fair point. It's just the way he worded it, but he's a himbo. He's gonna word things oddly sometimes. Hot diggity. See, this is why I want to be able to do a Professor Farnsworth voice. This line would be so good in a Professor Farnsworth voice, but I just can't. Good news, everyone! See, it's basically just the same as the voice I was giving mid, but I don't know how to make that voice sound old. And Professor Farnsworth sounds old. Hot diggity dang. This thing is mind-blowing. I think doing sad voice for him still works. Ish. Hey, Sid? Don't bother me, Sonny. If I tighten this and adjust this righty-tighty, lefty-loosey... Well, it's a good thing the ancients followed that convention. Voila, that should do it. That should do what? That should get this ship moving. Wow, this thing is amazing. Sid, what is this thing? Isn't it obvious? It's an airship. I've only ever seen pictures and old texts. I can't believe I'm getting to use one in the flesh. Well, you know what I mean. Butts nods. Yes, we need to dive bomb this into a whale. Ooh, what was that? Something's dragging us down. Creeping crawdads! Some monsters got a death grip on the ship's hull! No, that's not what I want. I want to change equipment. Thunderlord. Ah, shit, Lana's dead. Oh well. Ranger is actually pretty powerful at this point in the game. I had no idea. I usually don't bother it until, like, on a regular run, I don't bother with it until endgame, when I just drive up its ability points as fast as possible so that I can get X-Fight. Ah, looks like that overgrown lobster just got served. With cheese biscuits and mashed potatoes. That's such a goofy line, I love it. Looks like damage to the ship was minimal. We can use parts from the fire-powered ship to make the airship good as new. Sid. If you're going to thank me, I don't need to hear it. We'll stay here and search for clues about the Earth Crystal. The skies are yours. Now get out of here. The Dark Warlock X-Death. We must prevent him from returning. All that's left is the Earth Crystal. No point in dawdling. Let's go. And by let's go, I mean immediately land again. Doop doop. Great googly moogly, what a discovery! So many books, so little time. Welcome to your call. The people of this village are descended from the ancient Ronkans. That sounds like a big deal, doesn't it? 500 years ago, our ancestors had a great civilization. Now look at us. Garbage, I say. I can only afford one. It's a downgrade. I may have to do some money grinding. Yes, that is indeed a good thing. That was annoying in FF1. Let's get the green beret. I mean, it has been in a lot of games, and I bet it's a cool visual. But yeah, that is kind of surprising that it would get a card. I can think of a lot of other things I would give one first. Like, even just restricting it to items to give cards to, like... There's some substantially more iconic ones. Though I guess if they're deliberately avoiding things based on real-world mythology, which I've always gotten the sense that MTG does, to an extent. Like, they seem to mostly try to avoid mythological references a fair bit. I mean, obviously, there's some things, like goblins. Ooh, what level time magic is that? Oh, time magic. Yeah, we are up to level 3. We're missing a lot of time magic. Where is it all? I'm not gonna bother with the bard. There's no weapon shop here. Did I go to the armor shop already? I think I did. Yes, they have stuff I can't afford. And won't be able to afford until way later in the game. Yes, sheep. Is this the only Final Fantasy game with a sheep sprite? Boo! Boo, Arlari. Boo, I say. Don't worry about us, Princess. We'll take care of the castle while you're away. Won't you rest here in the palace tonight? I guess I just... Yeah. Like, is this the only sprite-based one? Arlena, be awake. By the way, the reason I use R so much with Ferris is because it helps me get her into her voice. So if I'm feeling the slightest hump on getting into her voice, I'll start the sentence with R. Yes, is something wrong? Not wrong, just strange. Just a wee lass when I fell overboard. Methinks the shock caused me to forget a lot of my life here. Ferris, Sarissa. But for some reason, being back here, being back in this room is making those memories return. I have to... Kiraga. The idea that she talked like this even as a, like, toddler. Probably not a toddler. She was probably like 6. Well, no. She's 2 years older than Lena. And Lena is a literal baby in these flashbacks, so... She can't have been more than 4. Well, but she's starting to read. Maybe 5? Kiraga. All right, that's enough for today. Phew, I be pooped. Assigned pirate and... Yes. We still don't know for sure which trans allegory Ferris is, but regardless, she's APAB. Your mother has asked you to put Princess Lena to bed. Take care of that while I mark your test, please. Okay. And come straight back here, no dawdling. Okay. Oh, man. Hee hee, Lena. Tomorrow, me and Papa are gonna ride the wind drink. Papa, Papu. Flying up high is supposed to be the best thing ever, Papa says. And when you look down on them, all the people are supposed to look like they cast float on themselves. Wait, not float. Toad, was it? Teleport? Mini. Yeah, that's it. She's been away a long time. Sarasa. Arr. Perhaps we should keep this a secret from the Chancellor for now. He would only make a big fuss if he knew, and he certainly wouldn't let you leave the palace again. Aye. And we have to get up there and find Papa. The fact that she still calls him Papa is kind of adorable. But I guess that's what she's always thought of him as. Yeah, I've got the yellow stuff. I got this, the items here. Well, it's been 3 hours, which is about what my voice can handle, especially since I'm DMing tomorrow, and that is also rough on the voice. So I think I'm going to call it here, and we will continue next time. Probably finish the first world next time, or at least the get to the 4th crystal. So I will see you all then. Yeah, honestly, that's often how it goes with trauma. People, there is a thing where people kind of stay stuck at the age where the trauma occurred, and falling off a dragon into the sea and losing contact with your family is pretty traumatic. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you all for coming. I'm gonna do some more off-screen grinding this week, probably. But won't advance any plots or anything. Just, you know, try to get some money so that I can afford equipment. And yeah, glad y'all could make it. Bye. And by bye, I mean time for me to